Well, just arrived back to the camper. It's a beautiful day out there. Good day to get away from home. And I got this. This should solve my rod problem with my kayak. It's just, this is Zebco. It's not labeled. Looks like I always had Zebco 33s all my young life. They were great. Yeah, they're good bait casting reel. I like bait cast for small river. And yeah, it's just a kiddie one, but it's exactly what I'm after, and I've always trusted the name. Got some 3 pieces of 18/20. I don't know what that is. 18 gauge wire. Anyway, stainless steel leaders, wire leaders, because the Pike have wicked teeth, and that should do the trick. Cool. Also got some more 3D printed drawer pieces because I ended up getting rough and breaking that one. And we've got some A&L fuses for the inverter. We have a proper AC meter. This is an AC, well, it's the same as the DC one. It's identical. It's this exact same as this, except for AC with an inductive pickup for AC. I forget how many kilowatts it's good for, but basically I'm going to tee that in right on the AC coming in before the inverter. That way I can measure all the AC output within the trailer, including battery charge, which would be harder otherwise. I'd have to get creative with more hardware. But that way, if I just put it on the AC in, I can measure everything, including the battery charge. That way I can tell when my batteries are charging and when they're not, because I can't do it from the DC side there, because all you can see is the voltage being up. It doesn't mean anything. So cool, we're all set. Oh, I also got the lugs for the number 2 welding cable. Were criminal expensive. They're $5.99 for 2 of them at TSC in my local Canadian Tire. So I got a whole assortment for 30 some odd bucks from Amazon with heat shrink, and that'll be enough to do these A&L fuse holders, which will be pretty cool. Let's have a look at these. These are, right now I'm not running any fusing on the DC side, which is kind of a no-no, but the trailer isn't moving, so I'm less concerned with it. That's the DC side to the inverter. The inverter is protected internally, but not the cabling going to it. So this will be right at the battery. It's 250 amp fuse, and that'll take care of it. Lugs, I'll just cut a chunk of the number 2 cable, lug it to the battery, and there we have our 250 amp in line. I've never used these style of fuses. I very seldom have need for them, but 2 of them were under 20 bucks. So that's pretty good, and that'll take care of that. And then all the protections will be back in place, and I'll be a happy guy. All right, for the record, before I even get started, wow, this reel is a complete piece of crap. This, oh my, that's the lowest drag you can set it to. And even that, like, this is the most junky feeling plastic piece of dog shit. Like, wow. The rod's a little longer than what I wanted, but this will fit in my rod holders, I think. Yeah, we'll give it a go. Let's take it out on the river and see. Let's tee up even this. Look at this. They give you one kind of spoon setup, a couple of really shitty looking bobbers, a tiny stringer, like maybe if you were catching like bluegill or crappie or something. But yeah, whatever. It's a cool little case though. I like the case. I'll put my MEPS in there, and I'll tie this in the kayak and leave it there. But yeah, wow, it's for 25 bucks, you don't get much. It's pretty junk. I would have expected slightly better, but whatever. It is what it is. So anyway, hopefully these are Mustad. So that name brand used to be good back in the day too. We'll see if they've gotten poorer. You don't know till you're out there and just try these and see how much they kink and how much, well, see if any of them ever fall apart. Also see if the swivel action actually swivels or whether it twists the line up or not. I'm running ancient old leaders that are probably 20 years old or more. But yeah, anyway, whatever. I think this will get us back out on the river today. Perhaps, we'll see. So, oh God, that line is horrible too. Oh wow, that feels like about 40-pound test, but it's not. The diameter is about 6, but it's not very supple. But whatever, that's all right. Pike don't care as long as it doesn't break. The fish around here are, it's not like we're fishing for trout where they get particular about seeing the line. Pike really don't give a crap. They'll strike anything out of, I don't know, out of the aggressive predator response. There we go. Good enough. We're in business. It's got the nice snap hooks on these. I like these. The ones I'm running now are the really shitty ones. So yeah, I like that. That'll do. That's good. Perfect. Good to go. Right on. Happy, happy. Well, the rest of the world has been basically burning up. It's been 3 weeks nearly of non-stop rain here. So today is this forecast is for this little, well, it was cloudy earlier, for this to break up and just be beautiful sunshine for the rest of the day and tomorrow. So pretty cool. Let's get things set up and feed the hummingbirds. They're out of juice, and we'll get that made and get that cooling so they can have a drink before supper. Got a leak. I just started the hot water heater a few minutes ago when I got here, and we have a leak. It's dribbling down the camper. It's coming from our overpressure valve up there, which is not cool. That should not be. But we can maybe reseat that. It's too hot right now. The burner's running, so we'll just let it drip for now. Every day is a new adventure. Behind that, probably, no, the anode's at the bottom. So, yeah, we're not overpressuring though. I don't believe. The pump just came on for a second when I turned it on, but that's a waste of our good water. More things to fix. Actually just pressed on it and it stopped. No, it didn't. It is. She's maybe just a little on the weak side. That's okay. Well, a lot on the weak side. That's a minor thing. We can change that out. That seems to have stopped it for now. So put her on the list. When we're depressurized, we'll thread that out and put a new one in. That should be no problem. This camper was nothing special when I bought it, but I'm pretty happy with how it's come along, and this gives me a place to come and hang out and kind of, I don't know, feel better about the world sort of thing. These I'm gonna move today. These are definitely problematic in that location. So if you watched the video where I upgraded this, disregard this location for these. It's a bad idea, but live and learn, right? Yeah, finally getting back to things. Got some new videos up on the MKME Lab channel this week. Back to some electronics projects. If you're not aware, I have multiple YouTube channels, and the largest being a MKME Lab channel, which is about 60, just about 60,000 subscribers right now. So yeah, that's a good one to check out if you haven't checked it out. Let's get this thing out on the water. With a kind of cool idea here. If I put one of these right here while I'm fishing, I can clip that in and the paddle will stay the majority out of the way. And it shouldn't hang down too much and catch my legs, I don't think. But I can still clamp my GoPro, so it should be all right. Alrighty, just like that. That is a much better location for that. Now I can clip my paddle in storage, and when I'm trucking around and moving it without having to bash my hands on it, that'll work good. That'll be just fine. It only hangs over a little bit back here, so I'll still get into the bush or whatever when I'm along the edges of the river fishing, but that's going to happen anyway. Normally I'm perpendicular laid across, so this will be much better. Much better than losing it in the drink and having to use the spare. And the spare location worked out perfect. I have no issues with that. That didn't get in the way or anything other than get in the way of Pelican's advertising on the front, which they are clever enough to make it right side facing this way. It's upside down from what you'd think, because GoPro footage will show it nicely. Clever. All right, I think we'll see what happens here. No more leak. Fix the water leak. There was excessive pressure in the lines. That was the problem. That was why it was leaking. Really weird. Must have just been because it's been so cold at night and hot in the day. When that fired up, it built enough pressure, because when I opened the hot water tap, there was way more than what should be in there. So yeah, minor thing, no problem. Look at all the moths. The river's up quite a bit. Pretty dingy today. Probably won't be very great for fishing, but we got to get out and give it a try. Rod holder works perfect. Loving this. Keep it from sliding to the front where I can't get it. Nice. I'm happy. Sunblock, some Goderich. The fishing rod is way the hell up there. That rod holder is way up there. And that is just a bloody beautiful day. I'm already liking this new rod holder, or this new paddle holder position. That's gonna work nice. Let's do. Apparently there's fish right here. Jumping up to get the moths. Alright, well, let's go downriver today into the swamp. Apparently the wind died. I had hoped for some wind for going down into the swamp, but no such luck. The only problem with going downriver is it's easy to get way down too far. Ouch. That one got me. It's easy to get too far and have to work too hard coming back up. But I think we'll be alright. I'm gonna fish my own bushes right here. Okay, that rod holder is definitely a bit of a problem for reach, but I kind of expected that. Alright. What a piece of junk this reel is. It worked. These undercuts in the bank are where pike like to hide. Usually they just can't resist a big MEP spinner. Awesome. Oh, I love this kayak. This is just perfect. Not much for current here. I wonder if things got deeper over time. This spot traditionally is pretty shallow. Like really shallow. The lack of movement here, I almost wonder whether it deepened up over the winter. Every year the ice can change things a lot. Well, I may cut the camera and bring you back if anything happens. Maybe we'll go down and just explore a little bit, but this is the time to fish, is going down. This rod I don't mind. That's alright. The length is fine, but the reel is... God, that sounds bad. Yeah, that'll do. What a gorgeous day. Just bloody beautiful. Ha! That's a good one. Oh, get out from under the boat. There we go. That's not a bad little fella. Back here in the swamp, these pike probably don't very often see a lure. That's a good size fish. Let's go to this side. Oh. Back here. And off he goes. One down. Not a bad day. Look at this. That. And I got cooled off at the same time. And I just put my bowl in the drink. Muddy. Oh, he was worth it. He's back in his hole. You can see when I cast into those shadows there, that's usually where they're hiding, in this river. And back here in the swamp, I don't think anybody comes back here. There's the ATV trail over there, and I can hear them in the distance, but that's as close as people get, I think. Maybe the odd canoer. So yeah, not a bad spot. Well, that's how good that Zebco rod is. It lasted fucking one fish. What a piece of shit. snagged. I'm snagged as a result of the rod breaking. Couldn't keep reeling. Now I gotta find out. I'm right in the riffles here too. I can't reel down to it. I don't want to lose my damn lure. There. Well, and that's the end of fishing for today. I should have brought the other rod. Live and learn when you're running untested equipment. Live and learn when you're running untested equipment. Bring a spare, because that is absolute crap. Lasted just a few minutes. It wasn't a big fish, wasn't a big snag, nothing. Just broke under, just normal reeling in, and then the snag happened after. So one fish, I guess, is all I got for today. That was fun though. It's too bad. I just bought that cane tire this morning. Oh well, I'm pretty sure they'll take it back. Well, even with the rod breaking, it was still a hell of a good day. It's good time to get out. It's a 5:15 now, so another 4 hours of daylight or so. The wind's dropping down as it usually does in the evenings. The bugs are getting a little thick. But yeah, I'm glad you guys could come along. I hope you guys enjoy these kind of vloggy type videos. And I'll try and keep more of them coming. Cheers, guys. Good luck in all your ventures.